Hi there, and welcome to today's devotional. My name is Tim Armstrong, and today I want to talk about the characteristics of Jesus' mission, just some of the reasons why he was sent here to earth. And we're going to be looking at Matthew 12:18 through 21 as the scripture reference for today. So it says, "Look at my servant, whom I have chosen. He is my beloved, who pleases me. I put my spirit upon him, and he will proclaim justice to the nations. He will not fight or shout or raise his voice in public. He will not crush the weakest reed or put out a flickering candle. Finally, he will cause justice to be victorious, and his name will be the hope of all of the world." So, just to break that down, obviously we see in Matthew 3, just like here in Matthew 12, it starts out with God is pleased with Jesus. He is his beloved son. But also, too, when we look at it, we see just the loving and nurturing side of God. When we read the Old Testament, we see a lot of God's wrath and his judgment that will come upon the nations, and we sort of get a distorted view of God. But what Jesus did when he came here is he showed the loving, the tenderness of the Father. We just look at that, he will not fight or shout or raise his voice. When our light is dim, he won't turn it out. When we're down and we're hurt and we're bruised, he won't, cause any more bruising. So we see the nurturing and loving side of the Father. And another thing too is Jesus came to show, how God's creation was meant to be whole, was meant to be put back together, because the fall of humanity started in the garden. And that's just kind of the repercussions we're seeing in the world today, is because of the fall of humanity starting in the garden, just the free will that God gave us, as well as the attacks from Satan. But what Jesus wants to show is that he came for restoration. He wanted to bring healing to God's people. We saw everything that Jesus did with healing people, driving out demons out of people, just restoring what God created us to be in partnership with him. So that's just one of the characteristics of Jesus' mission on earth, was just to show the loving and the tenderness of the Father, and to bring restoration to the Father's creation. And just know that any bad situation that we're in, God can bring restoration to our lives. So I hope you guys enjoyed this devotional today. As always, if you have prayer, please visit the project's website, link in the description. Robert and I would love to be lifting you guys up in prayer. With that being said, thank you for stopping by, and God bless.